irishandchin.com. You heard it?
irishandchin.com. Check it out.
Give thanks and praise. Give thanks and praise.
It's Mr. Melody again. We set the order, we set the trend. We make the girl them start whine again. So run away my youth and go tell your friend. Irish and Chin again. Irish and Chin set the trend. You see what I say? Yeah man, make them know new flavor, new style. Them want you about late 90s, late 80s to 90s. We have it locked. Singing melody here, keep it locked. Yeah man.
Sweet baby, give it up on each other.
Well, the name Singing Melody came about, it's a quite a long story, but first it was Singy. You understand? And Singy was a person that always used to walk up and down and sing, coming from the area, Spanish Town Road, all the way back to Maxwell Avenue, to Tivoli Garden, come all the way back down. And we were just youths who actually get interested and love the music. Grew up on the corner of Volcano, where I take part in a lot of activities when it comes to going out in the dance hall, lifting the boxes, romantic days with Little John, Barrington, Leave It, Tennessee, the whole link. And the first it was Singing as I said, and then Singing now merged to when I started to work at Servwell, where a friend of mine now decided that Singing was very annoying, and it was a close friend of mine named Tanya, and he don't like it. He don't like when people call me so. So we're always looking for a name, and we say Singing Melody. Now, when we say Singing Melody, I said, all right, then I need to do some more work on that. So I went to home and actually started read up on the meaning of singing and melody, and I found that singing is an art form and melody is something without something melodious, whether instrument or vocals. And I combined the two, and that's how I came about with the name Singing Melody.
Peace and blessings manifest with every.
We started out from Warwick Sound at Servwell. That was the supervisor sound. As I said, that's where I picked up the name. And at that time, you know, things weren't really 100%. So I merged to Little John sound that was romantic, where the music of Thursday night at the fight. That's where Conrad Crystal arrived from, and such. You have Tyan and the man there, Barkaby, you know, name it. And back then, you know, I mean, you know, we merged from, like we said, we come from different, we move from different sounds, and it's a lot. It's not just one sound. Then from there we moved to Roadstar. From Roadstar to Gemini. Gemini was the sound actually who brought Singing Melody and Richie Stevens out at that time.
With $3 and $6.
It's not just one, but it's a lot. It's a couple of us well in that era of artists. First it was me, Banana Man, Wayne Wonder, right? What we used to really, we move from sound to sound together, you know, never change. We have a youth named from Firehouse named Robert Levy, and you have Luke D. You know, as a youth there who used to come from Cockburn Pen, we used to really hang out a lot of Cockburn Pen every Friday night, and Shalamar Sound. Them time you have Admiral Bailey who just a boss. But like I'm saying is that Wayne Wonder and I used to really flex more tightly, because I introduced Wayne Wonder to dancehall. You understand? I bring him in at the dancehall. Richie Stevens now, I met Richie Stevens at Gemini Club them time. Them just come in from country with them first record, Boof Buff, and want get it played. And them time they have shown me with the love in my hand, and 145 them time they get as an artist to promote themselves. So we have to bring it to every dance. Watch the selector play it, take it back. You understand? And move to a different dance again the next night. And that's how we really get out there and get to start promote yourself, you know?
Because your food does not endure.
The places to go them time there is quite a few. We used to have Gemini Club, Arbitrary Road. We used to have Metro Media run by Camp Way. So we used to have Roadstar used to play up by Barbican Way. And we used to have quite a few places, you know. Things weren't like no, you know. No, at one time there was no turning off a sound, so dance keep everywhere and every time. So at the end of the day, it wasn't really just one place. You understand? So it's a circular place.
Believe in God, but them fear us just the same.
The break is really 1989 with Show Me With The Love, the big break. Before that, my first record was with King Tubby's song called Tie You Want Tie Me, you better go on and leave me. Them time they sing J, I take play happen. Them time they have to sing J and all the thing upon a level. But Show Me The Love was the big break with Steely and Cleavage. That was 1989. Well, it was a glory. Like I said, we've been here treading the road and trying to make it happen. And when that big break came through, it was a glory for us because all in our mind knows, yes, this is the moment, and we start to go everywhere now and promote. Them time they never used to have like the publicity where say artists I get no. So you have to create your own. You understand? So you have to let everywhere where everything happen. In other words, to get your record played.
The first thing early Monday morning.
Everything analog, you have to do it yourself. Them time they don't know about management. Them time you are your manager at that time. You understand? So unless somebody see saw and they say, alright, it's a good opportunity, you are bad. And that's when I met Parish. Parish Record now was the producer who actually take me up in and said that you have potential, and we start do some recording, and at the same time I was working with him, So we moved from there to, as I can remember, to King Jammy's. That's where I start do some other recordings with Johnny P. Them time Johnny P become a star now, hot out there. And we do songs together like Say Yeah You Love Me, I'll be yours, you be mine, baby girl, And that was a big thing for Jammies, and we stay around and record a couple more songs. Then we moved to Bobby Digital. Bobby Digital was also, as King Jammies engineer, and he started his own label. Shabba came out at the time. So it was a big time at that time. It was a big moment. It's not just one artist, it's not just two, but it's a string of artists that came out at that time and started well at that time. Sanchez came out too and he was doing well. Them time you have a son named Rambo Mango, you have Early Black, you have Joe Mannix, you have Super Cat, you have Ninja Man just come out as Ugly Man, Let me tell you, there was Power Saw, there was Tenor Saw. There was so many. Like I said back then, when you talk about artists, you're talking about maybe about 15 to 25 young artists in my fields came out and doing pretty well, And we used to look up to people like Yellow Man, Dennis Brown, Gregory Isaac, Junior Mervyn, and such, and the list goes on, So there was a lot of young stars that born at that time. Memorable moment is really Ian, Ian was really a special selector, and he's very spontaneous at times in terms of how we select, and I was just there at Roadstar one night and just chilling, because it's not every night we go we sing. Some night him call me, some night him don't, sometimes for weeks him don't call me. And there was a particular week where all of we were hanging out, and there was about 6 to 7 artists were there at the time. And out of the 6 or 7 artists that were there, Ian chose to call me. I said, we have a singer in the place here where I go to the longest note. I just that alone me want him do. Them time I hold some note all a minute long, And trust me, when he called me up on the mic and I did that long note thing, trust me, the place walked me into. I was like, I really saw myself there and then now going places. I said, wow, I need to really capitalize on this thing.
Let's make
Gemini, whole heap of moments. Fitzgerald Avenue, you used to have a place after Waltham where Gemini used to play every Monday night. And that was, Glamour we never miss a night. You understand? Because people look forward to that dance every night. It was right off the avenue that Tristan Palmer come from. Many memorable nights with Gemini sound. Father Jimmy, like I said, a strict man. He's a man of the two, and all the time he want Wayne calling the artist them. But through Wayne I work for my career, Gemini couldn't stop him. Because I'm a hit selector, I'm a Welton Irish. So at the end of the day, there's many. We hold the mic with us, we enjoy ourselves. It's just a matter of fun and building a vibe. Them time they like we send no money in the thing. It wasn't about money, it was really about reaching places and reaching the fans, you know, and building a name as an artist. Like we said, there was no media, there was no radio at the time who endorse our songs them, so we have to really go out there and make it happen within the sound world. Whole heap of struggle. Some of the struggles, embarrassment, dancehall gate, studio embarrassment, because them time there, you couldn't just walk into a recording studio, you know. Like when I see the youth them now get this opportunity, them just knock on a gate and it open, and they just come in and say, yeah, such and such, and come to do something. And they welcome. If you get the opportunity to go inside at that time, you really need an excuse, like somebody have to actually send you to buy something. So I was always wanted to reach there on time before everybody, so therefore I can get the opportunity for them and say, yo, Melody, yo, or my youth, buy something around this stuff for me, and we could have able to do that and it happened. So at that time, Tubbies would have come and see us as a youth and they must say, yo, why you doing so early? Move from the gate. You know, and I'm serious. You have to move. That is one embarrassing moment, and I said, boss, you know, I come for really music and things. I'm saying, I'm not hiring anybody, so why you here? I'm not hiring, I don't have no new singer. You know? They've tried the Red Rose and Big Singer and King Kong and them man. Nah, you nobody, Johnny Osborne. Move from the gate. And we go through that, we go dance gate. Metro Media dance, big dance, and them time we have a little thing, a play no one thing, and people know, I hear about we and thing, and we go a dance, and man just say, yo, when I see up on the posters, push me down. You understand? And I have to get up and brush off and move. And them time there you can't really bring back this gate man run things, a dance, them time there. So it's quite a few, but like I say, it's glorious embarrassment. You understand? Because now we can laugh at it. Osalio days, Metro Media, GEMINI, Stone Love. Wow. Osalio days was really the days, you know, to look at, you know, because like we say, we see the youth them as a dancehall now. We have dancehall at that time. Dancehall wasn't really a beat. It was a place where people gather to hear things that they don't hear on the radio. You understand? And that's the dancehall we know about in terms of dancehall. Now we happen to know, say now, the youth them we have say dancehall now, them add to it and call it. So it's now a beat and a place to go and mingle. So Osalio days was the days. You have to reach early because it's a jam-packed place. When you go a dance sometime there, it's not about man over there so and woman over here so. It's about woman and man. When you go to Osalio, you go to really mingle and enjoy yourself, have a good time. You know what I mean? Going out, you have to get a girl when you go out. Because if you don't get a girl them time there, to dance with, it's like the weirdest thing. Man, I look where I say, yo, imagine the day I dance and no girl, me never see a dancing nobody my youth, you know? And it's a mockery when the dance over. So back then was really, I think Osalio was a time when a lot of artists really get to really shine back then because you have Rory as a face the selector. The man there, when Rory play a song, he have a talk for go with it. And if the song look good, if that play it. You understand what I tell you straight. Sky Juice now, trust me, Sky Juice was still the man. Still the man up till today. When I lie, Sky Juice is one of the youth where really help to curve our era dancehall music. You understand? I say enough respect to him, enough respect to Stone Love, enough respect to all the foundation people who set the thing. So therefore we can come and inherit it. In dancehall in the ghetto, if you're not competing, you're not a real artist back then. Because back then now you have Pinchers who came out and Pinchers was really a clash artist. You understand? And coming up against Pinchers for the next sound, you have to clash him. You understand? Me and Sanchez, yeah, we clashed several times. You understand? In terms of dancehall, it was a battle. I remember one night we were set up at up by New Kingston there where Swan used to play. I forgot the name of the place. Wow. But anyway, Rory set up me and Sanchez to clash, and Trust me, it was really a good vibe. It's not like no, like I said, you know, when a clash, you're an artist clash, it's basically tune for tune. But nobody not disrespect you and tell you certain things that them know say them not supposed to tell you. It's just music against music. And back then, with us bad. You understand? We don't sing. You understand? Not that we don't bad now, we're badder. Where I say back then was really just fun. It was just all love, and you never really hear a singer and a singer really have a fist-to-fist fight. The standard now is what I would say, it's really an addition of what was there before. The younger youth them now decide say they want to change it up a little bit and make it a little bit more faster, and you know, in terms of their age group and so forth and so forth. So the standard of it is still there, because you still have artists like me, you still have artists like Wayne and Sanchez and whole man out there. You still have artists like Shabba out there, Super Cat, and the man is still operating. But in terms of where the music merged to now, the younger youth them more of a load of say now in the dancehall fraternity. But remember now we're talking about dancehall and reggae music. So it is, reggae music is a different tempo from what the nowadays dancehall claim to be. You understand? Like we say, the youth them change it up now, and it's now a place and a beat. You understand? Reggae music is really an all-around music. It do have a here, it do have a moment where you can say it rules all the time, because that's the root of the thing. Jamaica is a factory that actually makes music like water, and a lot of it goes to waste, because you know, you find that the opportunity now to make music is very simple. So everyone can really just go somewhere and they compute and knock something and it becomes music. And then at the same time, you know, I mean, but back then no, it was different, because now you have to sit down and think about what you're going to do. You maybe have to go studio 4 or 5 times for record a song to the producer's satisfaction.
Times, baby. We keep reaching
my first trip was really Cayman. I planned to go with me and Papa San, and that was about 89, about the same time. No, if I tell you that I didn't get to travel, you wouldn't believe, because that was my first trip. I was so excited that I tell my friend them, say, listen man, I'm not foreign a man no bridging, and guess what no. I can't just take them things, I have some clothes, I just give you some clothes and something. When I hear about foreign all my life, I hear about shopping and just go and enjoy yourself and do a show, and you can buy up some new gear. So we give them most of my things. So the man in the management said, meet them at the airport. I thought them said meet them at the office. And I go to the office, go sit down. And I did it about 3 hours sit down until management come outside and said, well, you're not there at the airport. And I said, no man, them son of beat them at the office. I said, airport, you show them man, you missed the flight. So I just went to country and travel to country. That was my first trip out of the country. Otherwise, from that most memorable moment, my second trip was really Japan. That's where I really started to realize that my music has an impact definitely onto the world, not just Jamaica. That's when I start to look at Jamaica now as a place where the root of the music is, but I start finding love now outside of Jamaica. When I went to Japan, my first trip was 1990 to Japan with Dennis Brown, Gregory Isaac Sanchez, Lady G, a couple of us well. It's certain to learn about different cultures. You understand? Like when I went to Japan, I spent some time there, going through the culture of the people and see where they're coming from. You know, you learn about, you learn so much things. There's a lot of things out there to learn in the world. But for me, it's really culture of the people. If you understand the culture of the people, then you know how to deal with the people. It allows you to appreciate where you come from more. And Jamaica, for me, is home. It's home of everything for me. You understand? So when I come back to Jamaica, I start to look for my people and say, listen man, we need to shape up the thing, you know. We need to change some things about it, because listen, when I go out there, the response that me get different from what I say, you know. We need to start looking at things. So it really it really helps to broaden, you know, the mind, you know, and the creativity and the creativeness of the artist. When you get to travel and go out there and realize that the world is so big and there's so much things to really do.
I'm telling you, baby, whenever you need my love, baby, I will stand right.
One of the most amazing things to me is when a person can come up to you and say, you know, your music has really helped me to really understand the person who I am today. You know, your music has, I have fans who came up to me and said, your music has saved my life. You know, I have fans came up to me and said, hey, you remember this album? When I was a little boy, I said, hey, this album is what actually take me through from this place to that place and to that place to that place. You know, so it's a lot of comment as you go along. I haven't checked my fan page in a bit to really hear the latest, but every day, and even on my Facebook page to date, you have fans who come on and just express themselves, you know. And sometimes for me, I break down because I can't believe little me, we come from Jamaica, we come from nowhere, can be able to have such an impact on people through my music. And that's why I'm very careful with what I say on record and how I put my songs together, because at the end of the day, people out there depending on a vibe to really go along in their daily life. And if you give people something that they can't really learn, live through, then it becomes waste. You understand? So for me, people means a lot. My music means a lot to the people. So I urge people to really just think about what you're saying on your record before you put it out. I would like to big up everywhere in the world, you know, England mostly, Canada, Japan, China, Europe, Caribbean, just everywhere, internet land, Facebook fans, Twitter fans, MySpace fans, you understand, Reverb Nation fans, every network, social network out there that's doing a good job. irishandchin, who has been doing a fabulous job getting information out there to people, and not just from younger artists, but from even way back, people can find information about, you know, and that's what we need to do. We need to highlight what's happening back then, up to date till now. irishandchin for life, singing melody.
irishandchin.com. You heard it?